Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to Utility Sports. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing a recent 10-day signing by the Charlotte Hornets. And on the screen, of course, you can see Adrian Wojnarowski is reporting that Isaiah Thomas, IT, former MVP candidate back for the Boston Celtics, multi-time All-Star, is indeed signing a 10-day deal with the Charlotte Hornets. Before we jump into my thoughts and analysis on that, I just want to make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. If you are new to Utility Sports, leave a like as well. Hornets fans, if you're excited for Isaiah Thomas to be joining your roster, at least for the next 10 days. And I do think there is a real possibility that he could stick. The last 10 games, the Hornets are 2-8. They have slid down to 10th in the Eastern Conference, which is really unfortunate because that partially came when Brooklyn was struggling as well, mightily. So the fact that the Brooklyn Nets were struggling, and you weren't able to gain ground on them, very well, hurts, because that's, fighting for a playoff spot gives you an advantage in the play-in if you can be an 8th or 7th. And the fact that they weren't able to get that done definitely does hurt them. Now they fell to 10th with Atlanta passing them up at 9th, and Isaiah Thomas was playing for the Denver Nuggets G League affiliate, and in 3 games for them this past week, averaged 41 points a night. So Isaiah Thomas can definitely be a bench scorer for a team. I really do believe that if he comes in off the bench, he could give you 10 to 15 points a night pretty quickly. I think he's going to fit in well there with that team. And the nice thing is, with having LaMelo Ball, you do have quite a bit of size already. Having a smaller player like Isaiah Thomas is doable. Now, the only concern for me is this team doesn't really have a rim protector. I think that would be one nice insurance policy to have while playing Isaiah Thomas in games. But I do think what Isaiah Thomas can bring is a little bit of scoring punch. And you're looking at the Hornets here being a team after trading away Ish Smith and the deal for Montrezl Harrell. I do think they needed a backup point guard, someone who could come in and facilitate a little bit, handle the rock, and also create for himself. Ish Smith, I think, is a very underrated player in the NBA, and I think he was a pretty nice pickup backed by the Wizards again. But I think Isaiah Thomas here, at least for the next 10 days, can fill that void. I know the Hornets have been struggling a little bit. This is going to be a real test for head coach James Borrego and also this Hornets team just in general, because they are fairly young in comparison to some of their other Eastern Conference counterparts. And having a losing streak like this, where 2-8 in your last 10, it does weigh on you a little bit, especially as we inch closer to the playoffs. They need to right the wrongs there going on in Charlotte. I think they just need to pull out a couple more games. They've had some bad losses in this stretch, but I think if Isaiah Thomas gets in there, I think he can help, maybe turn the tide a little bit. It takes 1 or 2 really good games for him to help this team. So even if he doesn't get a contract after this one, I do think it's a beneficial signing. Isaiah Thomas, he's never going to be an all-star again. Okay. So I don't think that there's this long-term upside with this, but what I do think is he can give you a little bit of scoring punch, and that is extremely valuable in today's NBA. Some teams just don't have that. And I think Isaiah Thomas could be a spark plug for a team. The Hornets are going to be better with this signing, in my opinion. And I do hope that he gets a second 10-day contract as well with Charlotte. Hornets fans, let me know your thoughts on this signing as well. Leave those in the comment section. Also, subscribe. Like I said, if you are new to Utility Sports, leave a like on today's video, and we'll catch you in the very next Utility Sports video.